Greetings, guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Monette, and this is my channel, Evolve with Monette. For those of you that are new here, I'm a professional intuitive empath. If you're interested in booking with me, you can find me on evolvingwithmonette.com. I wanted to jump right into the video today and talk about how nice it is to be away from any kind of narcissistic energy. And I was working with people and thinking about this today. A lot of people were saying that they don't think they'll ever be able to forget the abuse that happened, and that is a function of abuse. You know, things that are painful or that cause us great emotional duress literally imprint themselves on our brains, and it's one of the fun things we get to do when we're here on earth is unravel the trauma of those kind of situations. However, I promise you guys that you do get to a point where you forget what or who that person was, especially if you really go gray rock, cold turkey, if you discard or cut off or walk away from the narcissist. I don't remember the person that I spent so much time dedicated to, devoted to, in deep denial of. I don't remember. Now, I've taught a lot of lessons, and I can go back and listen to these videos. I'm fortunate, or whatever you want to think about it, to have a way to retrieve, and not only that, but to have made an interesting, I don't know what to even call it, yeah, a record of what happened. But the person themselves, I don't remember them. I don't remember why I was ever attracted. I mean that genuinely. I don't remember what was redeeming about them. Even when I think of things they did that were kind or redeeming, I think of it in comparison to the breadcrumbing that happened over the years and realize how minuscule anything they ever did was. I don't know. Have any of you guys had that moment where you think back, what was, not only what was I doing there, but why didn't I love myself enough to realize what a pile it all was? I am wishing for many of you that are still deep in the fresh trauma of this kind of separation. It is traumatizing, guys. I would never lie to you. But you do get past it. I would never lie to you. And if you do it in the most clean break way, for those of you who are stumbling upon this video and you may not have actually come to the realization that you want to walk away from the narc because you don't feel like you have the strength or the resources, allow me to encourage you. You in fact do. For those of you that are here and you may have done it once, but you've gone back and now you think I can never do this again, you can. You can. And the next time you do it as clean as possible and really make your escape plan before you leave. And never ever look back, because you're only looking back for punishment. For those of you that are out of it but still have the memories that seem like an assault or an attack from time to time, I promise you they dissipate. And it all dissipates the more self-love you pour into you. And you'll find that you have a surprising amount of time to pour self-love into you, because you've walked away from the person who is robbing you of that and who was stealing a lot of your energy. The cleaner the break, the quicker the heal. Okay? Psychologists say that it takes half the time that we are with a person to recover from that person. I wouldn't say that we're necessarily X-Men, empaths and light workers, but if we are healing and really making sure that there are no roads that lead back to the narcissist, I will tell you, you can accelerate and cut that time into fractions if you would like to. I have, and that's why I'm talking to you. I want you to hear me, hear my energy, hear the timbre of my voice. This is what it sounds like on some level to have found a balanced place in the healing and in the aftermath of narcissistic abuse. But the thing that inspired me to jump on here today were the conversations I had with clients where they said, I wish I could be in that position. I wish I could be like you. I wish I could not remember anything. And so, the thing that it is important to know is that you absolutely will get to a point, excuse me, where that is not at all anything that you're marinating or ruminating about. And it does move into a different direction. And it's much easier for you to gain focus and to no longer be steeped in traumatic recollections, guys. We are not here on this earth to forever be in purgatory, to be twisted with our pain. We are not here to be driven insane by people that we're never going to evolve. Let yourself off the hook. Pour in a lot of self-love and give yourself time. Give yourself time to really recover and to really go inside. And it may be triggering in certain ways, in different ways, as the years stretch on. But the visceral pain, you guys know what I'm talking about. The initial visceral pain, the realization, all of the things that wash over you as you understand the depth of the manipulation, that doesn't stay fresh, my loves. It doesn't stay with you forever. And even the things that initially brought you and the narcissist together, those fade away too. You get to a healthier place. And that's the message that I wanted to bring you today. Put a smile, my sweet empaths, back on your face. You will not feel this way forever, I promise you. I found it so delightful in the last few months as my angels have just washed me with beautiful moments and things that have come full circle, and I've felt very free. But it happened unsuspectingly. But it happened because I was committed to my healing and I was committed not to ever going back. Sometimes in life, we are often advised not to burn our bridges, right? The bridge with a narcissist is one that you want to incinerate. I have clearly incinerated my bridge. If you need a step-by-step tutorial, maybe I'll make a quick 5-minute video about it for those that want to plug in for quick info. But if you've been here with me on my journey, you've been subscribed for at least a year, you've watched me burn it. And the reason that I say that is I'm not expecting each of you to have a platform or to do it in a public way. This was what was needed as I'm an artist. This was my way of processing the pain from all of that and doing it in a healthy way. You're never going to have a healthy discourse with your narcissist. They'll just gaslight you. So I had a healthy discourse with myself, with my therapist, with my angels, and with some of you here on this channel. Find your tribe during your healing phase. Even if it's only you that you talk to and you just pray, promise you the pain will subside and it will go away. But burn that bridge. Don't go back. A lot of us go back because we think it may be a normal relationship. Just because you've dated one narcissist doesn't mean that everybody you've dated has been that. And so you may mistake normal exes that you could still commune with as your narcissist. They are not. Do not make that mistake. Anyway, let me get back to the point, which is why I got here, which is the memories. I don't remember things. And it's not just that I'm getting older. I think it's a very beautiful side effect of doing things in the most integral way. When you leave a situation and you have not an ounce of guilt because you did everything you could to nurture it, it's very freeing. I think this is what is meant by living a good and integral life. There are always moments when we're tempted to not do a thing right, and maybe as some of you guys separate from narcissistic dynamics, you may have felt the temptation or succumb to that temptation. That's okay. Pick yourself up and move forward and do it the best way you can, because what you are accruing is beautiful karma, and you will dismount and you will feel okay again. And you'll actually feel great again, and then you'll actually feel love again. And for those of you that want new relationships, you'll have those again. And for those of you that want some single time, you'll get that again. And for those of you who want to make sure that relationships in the future are actually healthy and mutual, you'll get that again too. I'm very, very, very excited for you. But I don't want you to think that you'll never remember. Well, never remember. I was Freudian. So I think that's what I prayed, was that I wouldn't remember, but I was going to say that you would never forget. Yeah, never forget. That's things we want to memorialize. That's the way that a parent that we love's hug felt before they passed on, or maybe a child or a family member or a loved one. Those are things we never want to forget. I don't think that the narcissist deserves to be in such a sacred place. I think never remember. In fact, thank you, angels, is the better way. There are things that I thought I would never want to forget that I now will not remember. Some things that I allowed to slip away, and that's possible for you too. All of the things that I justified as good or right about the narcissist have disappeared into the clear blue. I see it all as a part of the manipulation if I remember the specificities of what it even was. I see it all as a part of the breadcrumbing, especially if I counted it as something that brought them value. I see the truth. And that truth literally does set you free. It's the memories for me, sis, and it's the fact that they slowly are ceasing to exist. Our bodies, our minds are magical things. They regenerate after trauma. We get put back together again in time with dedication to ourselves and with a determination to embrace life that doesn't feel like hell, life that you actually feel supported in and you thrive, a life where you, empath, are loved. That's what your angels and your ancestors want you to know today. You are loved. Those memories are washing away. And all that's left in the ebb will be an imprint of you and the new things that you will bring in. It's an exciting time of transition. Release, if you can, with some scripting, the memories of yesteryear. The power of the Scorpio moon is still here. That full moon in Scorpio, major karmic cycle endings. Let it go. Do you hear, Elsa? Let it go. I love you guys. Come back and join me next time, and we will continue to evolve together.